Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. I'm your host Baridhara. Just yesterday, Bangladesh Cricket Board celebrated 25 years of getting the historic test status. But just one day after that, Bangladesh seems like stuck 25 years back at 2000, where we started our very journey. To talk about all that, I have Abid Hossain Sami with me. Sami, the way Bangladesh played, it's a similar story. I don't want to drag it a bit too long, because this is something that we've been talking about after every series. But then again, as broadcasters, we have to analyze some part of it. But let me start by asking you, where is the improvement in the last 25 years? If you take away personal achievements, personal performances, and at the end, 5 big names, what Bangladesh Test cricket gained in the last 25 years?
I think the first and foremost thing is, where is the holistic development? Where is the holistic development regarding Test match cricket? I came to know a very interesting thing by the president of Bangladesh Cricket Board, that when Bangladesh applied for the Test status, Bangladesh had a commitment towards ICC. The commitment was to decentralize the cricket, among the 7 divisions of Bangladesh. On that time, it was 7 divisions. Right now, we have 8 divisions.
সব মশার বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দিতে এলো বসুন্ধরা এক্সট্রিম অ্যারোসল মশার বিরুদ্ধে এক্সট্রিম সুরক্ষা
So the holistic development is not there. In last 25 years, what really happened that our domestic cricket is very much based on Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League, which is actually a 50 overs format, and the players who have been taking part in that particular tournament and doing well, they have been a part of the national team, and the players who are continuously, regularly playing the international cricket, they have been successful in the Test match cricket. So apart from Mr. Mominul Haq and Mr. Taijul Islam, you haven't seen any Test specialist player for Bangladesh in last 25 years whom you can say, okay, this is our Test specialist player, and this is the brand we want to play in Test cricket. So the entire thing, the entire holistic development is not there. And as I was very surprised that during those days, during 1999, 2000, who worked for getting the Test status for Bangladesh, and they provided a commitment towards the ICC that, okay, we need to build an infrastructure where cricket will be divided into 7 divisions. It will be divided into 64 districts, and among these 7 divisions, there will be particular first-class type leagues to decentralize Test match cricket. Even they had a commitment to start a youth cricket league for 2 days. So those were the commitments towards the ICC. But in last 25 years, no one has actually started the proceedings.
Or most of the promises were not fulfilled.
Exactly. On the previous day, we were discussing about the fact that which players are very much successful in Test match cricket in recent days. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, Najmul Hossain Shanto, Liton Kumar Dash, they don't play NCL or BCL, but they're playing international cricket. They're facing the quality bowlers. They're facing the quality challenges. That's why the muscle memory works, and they're becoming successful in Test match cricket. Although this is not that successful, but as far as our standard is concerned, they're successful. They're successful than the others. So the others whom we have been talking about, they have been regular part of NCL or BCL. They have been regularly playing NCL, but those people are not able to converting their NCL performance to the international arena. I was just looking to ESPN Cricinfo regarding 2014-2015 NCL, the point structure. Back then, it was very interesting. It was very interesting regarding, by winning a match, you are getting a certain point, but by scoring runs, if you score 200 runs in the first innings,
you were awarded some bonus points, right?
1 bonus point. If you score 300, then 2 or 3. Points, right? And even if you have the first innings lead, you will also get a bonus point. So back then, the point table was very fascinating, very encouraging, that, okay, we have to score 300 plus runs in the first innings. We have to take the first innings lead to be in a secure position. So those were very competitive things which were included in the NCL. Even we discussed about the fact that back in 2007, 2008 in NCL. On that time, Biman used to play in the NCL, although Biman is not a division in Bangladesh, but Bangladesh Biman used to play NCL. Back then, they used to allow a foreign player for NCL. So I think it's high time. It's high time to reshape, to rethink about the entire procedure. Even if you think about a particular thing that the under 23 segment of cricket, suppose Mahmudul Hasan Joy or Shardul Deepu, they have been brilliant in the under 19 level, but after that, straight away, they are getting into the NCL or BCLs. Then they have been called for the national team.
Right.
But the fact is, Shardul Deepu, he doesn't know how to make 150. He doesn't know how to make 200. So how can we expect that if in international cricket, Bangladesh are 5 down for 25 and then Shardul Deepu comes to bat, how will he score 150? He has never scored a 150 in domestic cricket. He only played 9 to 10 first-class matches, then you just chipping him into the international side. So if there was another segment called under 23 NCL, on that level, it's easy peasy equation for Shardul Deepu to score a double hundred, multiple double hundreds, playing that under 23 league for 2 to 3 years, after that getting into the NCL or BCL, then perform and then getting into the national team. That should be a procedure, a continuous procedure where a player can improve himself.
Right. Sami, well, it's a long discussion. Let us keep that for maybe a future episode. But let's come back to Colombo and how Bangladesh implied themselves. And at any point of time on the third day, which was today, did you feel that Bangladesh were in the match? I didn't feel while they were batting, but once they bundled out Sri Lanka and the lead was not out of bounds, I thought the batting approach would be slightly different. But then again, we saw the same mistakes, same way of getting out, same inability to negotiate spin. Your take on that?
Just asked about negotiating spin. They were playing for the turn, which was never coming to them. This is the summary. And the same thing happened back in the first innings. They were playing for the turn, but the turn is coming not for them. So apart from that, also you have to assess the condition very well, that when I have to lean forward, when I have to root back, suppose the wicket of Najmul Hossain Shanto, on a pitch in the third day, you cannot root yourself back when the ball is pitching there. You have to lean forward. You have to lean forward. But the fact is, we are talking inside a studio. We are not facing the circumstances. We are not assessing the condition. Those players, they have been representing Bangladesh. They are assessing the condition. But they are very much capable enough to read the condition well. That's why they are playing international cricket. So we expect to use some common sense regarding batting. Okay, we are playing in the third day of a test match. Spinners are operating. Wickets have started slightly deteriorating. Then when the ball pitches in the 4 meter to 5 meter zone, I cannot always root back because the bounce will not be even. And the skid is on by the bowlers. So you have to be very much watchful. You have to be very much attent while you are facing a ball, and you have to be very much careful that is the ball turning away or turning in. And also talking about the dismissal of Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the same thing goes for that. They were playing for the turns, which was never coming to them. And also regarding Sadman Islam Onik, the similar way he got out in the very first day. And very interesting thing, I think you are going to ask me next about Enamul Haq Bijoy. So slight interesting approach by Enamul Haq Bijoy. He was stepping himself up.
Well, it felt like he was batting out of desperation more than anything else, to desperately trying to get himself in some runs, to get some runs on his bat so that he makes himself comfortable on the pitch, right?
Many people ask a question that why Enamul Bijoy is so much successful in domestic cricket, why he is not that successful in international cricket. Let me analyze a particular thing. I have commentated on Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League, and one particular thing I noticed that it's his common nature to step up while facing the pace bowlers, step up and then play his shot regarding the trigger movements. Interestingly, he doesn't use that kind of trigger movement during the international cricket. So in this particular innings, he brought back his domestic cricket's trigger movement,
right.
and he started to play like that, and he was scoring runs. Suddenly, in one particular delivery, he was just stiff. He did not use that step-up kind of trigger movement. It was a short of a line delivery. He pulled away, and it was a miscued shot, and he got out. So I think he has the potential. We all know that, but somehow, what really happens, I don't know, is it the psychological barrier or something that I'm playing international cricket, so I have to play in a different trigger movement or not? This is the way he scores runs, stepping up, then play his shots. Another interesting part is, during Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League, in first 10 overs, he has faced 163 deliveries by the spinners. Mind it. He has faced 163 deliveries by the spinners during Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League during 1 to 10 overs.
Exactly.
And he faced just 110 deliveries of the pace bowlers
right.
during 1 to 10 overs in Dhaka Premier Division Cricket League. So, in DPL, maximum number of teams starts their proceedings with the spinners. This is another thing that why
it's
this
a big
player,
difference, right?
why these players are getting runs, and why Enamul Pichoy steps up and plays to cut off the movement, to cut off the swing by the pace bowlers. But on maximum number of occasions, 2 spinners from 2 ends starts the proceedings.
Well, Sami, lastly and very shortly, as we are running out of time, unfortunately, do you see any chances of Bangladesh, getting into the match is a far-fetched idea, to save their faces, respectively, lose in this match?
Rupat bhai, back in school days, I always dream about a particular thing that, Bangladesh are 8 wickets down.
Lose with dignity.
Bangladesh are 8 wickets down, then Rafiq bhai will come and he will hit some sixes and then
play some big shots
we'll play some big shots.
And we will lose with some dignity.
Exactly. And those things used to be the most fascinating part of our lives. The political scenarios were not good back then. The Hartals and scenarios, everything used to happen. So back on those days, those are the things which are very much fascinating for us. Okay, Rafiq bhai will hit some sixes. Pilot bhai will provide some Bangla
that was sort of a packet of entertainment for us.
Exactly.
Right?
So after 25 years, you were asking the same question.
You were
asking me the same question.
We're still in that place, Sami. What can I do?
So
yeah, I'm asking you that.
I don't see any hope. I think if Mehdi Hasan Miraj was still there, he could have some sort of entertainment kind of innings for us. But I think I want to see Liton Kumar Das shaping himself back.
Playing a long innings,
get some runs and prepare himself for the ODIs. That's what we can expect.
Right, Sami. We'll wait whether Liton and Bangladesh can give us some glimmer of hope. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Folks, that was another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. I'll be back soon with more sports discussions and sporting issues. Till then, you take care.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.